Alright, welcome back to the UNC pregame show where we'll be taking on SMU, a chance to clinch a spot in the conference title game. Likely against Miami, but he did take so number one in the ACC right now. Showing on the 12 line in the club. That stats-wise. Only 10 passing TDs, 26 rushing. And what is the record for rushing touchdown bonuses? $37. So I got 3 games to do. That's really good.
Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Tar Heels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Plows his way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Tar Heels offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been
They got to add the 26 rushing.
Enter the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. To the air, it's Silver. Hauls it in. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. This quarterback part of their running game. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Need.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Looking for space, it's Wood. Got room at the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's low. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is getting
caught, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
7, SMU, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Calls his own number. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking for a man, it's Pineda. Right side, it's Thorne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
Punt is on its way. Looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's low. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Flanagan. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. On the ground, it's Flanagan. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Brain fart.
And he makes a play in the back.
Really
Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, going and getting that big play.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kicked the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Between the hashes, it's Gross. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Scanning the field, it's Pineda. Turns it upfield. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. It'll be second without scoring. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Flanagan. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Lowe. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sets his feet. It's Silver. Finds his man. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Flanagan. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's low. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Flanagan. And they swarm him under.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, open to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And listen, there's different degrees of open. But in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
To the air, it's Pineda. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw on first. Caught, it's low. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to pass. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Looking downfield, it's Pineda. Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense gets set for second down. The run inside. It's Flanagan. Breaks it. Got enough space. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
SMU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They put the brakes on him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Had to force that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Silver. Going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thorne. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Rushes on. Caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Thorne. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. A lot of of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Throws quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the field goal unit, and he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 50. He gets a hand on it.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Lowe. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's got enough. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Straight ahead, it's Thorne.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man. It's Pineda. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Left side is Lowe. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 9 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now back over to your game in Dallas. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half. One of the big points of emphasis coming out of the locker room is to get the run game going. Their quarterback has struggled at times, had some turnovers, but he has got to trust the guys around him a little bit more. Look for them to feed the running back the rock here to start the third, get the run game going, and take some pressure off their QB.
Appreciate that, Holly.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
He stopped.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Silver. Makes a grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score North Carolina 34, SMU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Thorne. Runs through a man. He might have space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out wide right, it's low. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the 2nd half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to...
Got it! Touchdown, UNC! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits the hole, it's Thorne. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back. It's Pineda. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down at the 37. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start of offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. It's those kinds of mistakes that just drive you crazy. It can ruin a drive. The false start backs them up on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Beyond his years, he's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when he's gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the 4th quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Pineda. They're working that left side. And he's still running after the move. Out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Thorne.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Finds a crease, it's Thorne. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Of it on the RPO. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight. And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. And the Tar Heels look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try the right side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. It's complete to the left. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA